Today I am going to discuss about very important concept called quantum numbers. And remember, I just love this topic. Yes, I hope you also. Fine. What are quantum numbers? We know that quantum numbers are nothing but there are four numbers N, L, M and S, which will specify the exact position or energy, or you can say magnetic property or spin of the electron. Which means to specify the exact position of the electron, we will use this quantum number. Very important concept for NEET, JEE and CET for all. Remember that. Yes, first one we will discuss about, remember, principal quantum number. So principal quantum number. So principal quantum number indicated as n value. So remember some important point. This will indicate the shell, or it will indicate the orbit to which electron belongs, or it will indicate the distance between the electron and the nucleus. Nothing but you can say this will indicate the radius, this will indicate the energy, all these things. That is by principal quantum number. And remember here n start with 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is known as also K, L, M, N, shell, etc. Very important, n start with 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, maximum number of maximum electrons in an orbital is equal to 2n square. So that K shell, n is equal to 1, so 2 electron, L shell, 8 electron, M shell, so 18 electron, N shell, 32 electrons, like this. So this is the principal quantum number. Remember this. And the second one, azimuthal quantum number. Second one is azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number indicated as L. Subsidiary quantum number, angular momentum quantum number also we'll call it as. Fine. Azimuthal quantum number, where in this particular case it is indicated as L, and this will indicate, remember, subshell. Subshell to which electron, and also remember shapes of orbitals. So we know that S orbital will have spherical shape, P orbital will have dumbbell shape, D orbital will have double dumbbell shape, this F orbital will have the complex shapes like that. And very important is, remember, L value depends on N value. L is equal to 0 to N minus 1. Very important. L value depends on N value, 0 to N minus 1. So if L is equal to 1, remember, we call that as S subshell. So here still we are not introducing orbital word. So S subshell, remember, if L is equal to 0, it is S subshell. L is equal to 1, it is P subshell. L is equal to 2, it is D subshell. L is equal to 3, it is, remember, so F subshell. L is equal to 3, it is F subshell, like that. So very important point is this and this. Don't forget. N value start with 1, 2, 3, 4. L value start with 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 means S, 1 means P, 2 means D, 3 means F. Fix this point in your mind. Now, for example, you can see if N is equal to 0, L is equal to what? If N is equal to 0, L is equal to 0 to 0 minus 1. So, in this particular case, we will take N is equal to 1. Start with 1, no? So, N is equal to 1. 0 to 1 minus 1 is 0. Hence, L is equal to 0. Which means S subshell. If N is equal to 2, L is equal to 2, 0 to 2 minus 1 is 0 and 1. So 0 and 1. This is S, this is P. If N is equal to 3, L value possible is 0, 1, 2. If N is equal to 4, L value possible is 0, 1, 2, 3. One thing you remember, N and L value never be same. N and L value never be same. Remember this particular point. This is about principal quantum number and azimuthal quantum number. Let's move to the next quantum number, that is the third one, magnetic quantum number. So remember, magnetic quantum number indicates the orientation of the orbital. What it indicates? Orientation of the orbital. Fine. Third one, magnetic quantum number. Remember, magnetic quantum number is M. M. So this indicates orientation of orbital. Now here you can see orbital word I have introduced. Then what is the meaning of this? So remember, orbital and subshell, the meaning is subshell is a one shape. Orbital in which we are giving some axis to for that. Nothing but we are explaining orientation of that. Orientation means it may be along x-axis, y-axis or z-axis. Remember, s orbital will tell that it is along all the three axes. Hence, s can form, if you remember, it can form sigma bond also, pi bond also. Right? So, sorry, only sigma bond because only axial overlapping is possible for s. But p orbital is dumbbell. Remember, if I write dumbbell here, this is dumbbell, this is nothing but subshell. When I write the orbital here, x, y, z axis, when I supply for that, then remember it is becoming orbital. That is the difference between orbital and the subshell, remember. Fine. M value depends on L value. So M is equal to minus L through 0. Very, very important, remember. Through 0 to plus L. Which means minus L to plus L including 0. So, in this particular case, remember, L value depends on N value, M value depends on L value. Interdependent, these three quantum numbers, remember that point. So, total values possible for, in this case, total values possible for, remember, 2L plus 1 values. 2L plus 1 values. For example, if I tell L is equal to 0, M is also equal to 0. Because minus 0 through 0 plus 0 is equal to dot 0. So M is equal to 0. Then L is equal to 1 if it is. Then M is equal to minus 1, minus L, minus 1, 0 and plus L, plus 1. Then if L is equal to 2, M is equal to minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Because here you can say 2 minus 2, 2, 0, 2 plus 2, including all the values. So now you follow this formula. Total values possible, say 2 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 1 value is possible for M. If L is equal to 1, so 3 values, because 2 into 1 plus 1, 3 values. So here it is 5 value. If L is equal to 3, you will get 3 to the 6 plus 1, 7 values are possible for F orbital. So remember, very, very important, this. So this is about magnetic quantum number, and after this I will tell you the brief explanation of all these quantum number. There I will tell you what is the meaning of this minus 2, minus 1, etc. So this is about L is equal to 2. Then fourth one is, remember, spin quantum number. Spin quantum number is indicated as S. So S may be, remember, plus half or minus half. So here clockwise, plus half means clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise spin, and this will indicate spin of an electron, which means each and every electron will have a spin. It is just like, remember, spin first it will rotate about its own axis. So hence each and every electrons will have two spin. One is clockwise spin, another one is anti-clockwise spin. So we will write it as upward arrow mark and downward arrow mark. So remember, like this you have to write or represent the spin quantum number. I hope you understood the 4 quantum number brief explanation. Now what I will do, I will give you this 4 quantum number brief one, the summary of this, all the 4 quantum number. So we will see summary of these 4 quantum number. Remember, once again I will tell you very, very important concept. So out of 10 questions, if you consider from a NEET or KCET, minimum 6 question will be on quantum number. Very important, remember. Then what I will do, I will write N value here, L value here, M value here, and S value is a plus half or minus half, no problem at all. Right? So I will consider this M this side. So this L is here. Fine. Now we will start from N is equal to 1. N is equal to 1, which shell? K shell it is. Correct? N is equal to 1 means L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0. M is also equal to 0. So M0, 1 orbital it is. 2 electrons are possible. For 1 plus half, another is minus half. Very good. So n is equal to 2. N is equal to L shell. So L shell, remember, here it is possible minus, see L value 0 to n minus 1. So 0 first it is, 0 possible and 1 it is possible. For L is equal to, n is equal to 2, L shell it is, L value 2 possible, 0 and 1. Then you can say L 0, M is also 0. And when L is equal to 1, remember, minus 1, 0, plus 1. Now, we will name this. Why we have to name? See, M0 here, here also M0. Here L0, L0. It will confuse us, right? So what we will do? L0 obtained from first shell. Correct? So, okay. Hence, remember, I will write it as 1s it is. 1s. Here, this is also 1s. This is 2s. This is also 2s. Remember, when L is equal to 1, that is 2p. When 2p is there, remember, here I will write as 2px, 2py, 2pz. Now you can see 2 electron here, 2 electron here, 2 electron here, 2 electron here. Total 8 electron. So n is equal to 2. What is the number of electrons totally? 2n square formula use madi. So you are going to get 8 electrons. So 8 electrons are there here. For all these, remember, either plus of or minus of should be there as a spin quantum number. Fine. When n is equal to 3, m shell. n is equal to 3, m shell. See, when m is equal to 3, remember, possible 0, possible 1, possible 2. Correct? So, 0 to n minus 1. When m, this is equal to 0, this is also 0. This 3 value once again, minus 1, 0, plus 1. And here I will write 2, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Correct? Yes. When n is equal to 3, remember, L is equal to 0, 1, 2. When L is equal to 0, I will write as 3s. So, this is also 3s. When L is equal to 1, I will write as 3px, minus 1, 0, 3py, 3pz. So, L is equal to 3, L is equal to 2 is 3d. So, I will write as minus 2 means 3d xy. So, 3d yz. 0, 3d zx. So, plus 1, 3d x square minus y square. Then plus 2 I will write this here. So, 3d z square. So, what I am going to write? So, it has 3d z square. I hope you understood this particular thing now. Now, you can say these are the brief summary of quantum number. Here, very important point is that, here, very important point I will tell you, these values are not fixed. For our convenience, I have taken 0 as 3d zx. 3d, it may be 3d yz also 0, z square also 0, like that. So, remember, for the time being, for CET point of view, don't worry about that. Whatever the value, each orbital should have one value each. So, 3px may be 0, 3px may be plus 1, 3px may be minus 1. Whatever it may be, but each orbital should have how many values? There should be one value for each orbital. So, this is what you can say quantum number, a brief explanation of this quantum number. Yes, I hope you understood this part. Fine. So, after this, remember, we will move to shapes of the orbital. So, I am not going to draw the shapes of all the orbitals, but I will tell you a very important point in that case. So, remember, so in very short time I will tell you. First one, 1s orbital. 1s orbital is like this. 1s orbital is like this. Spherical shape, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So when it comes to 2s orbital, remember, so this is 1s. Then here there is a small space left. Then it is 2s. Then you can mark this. Remember, shade this region. But this is the one. See, this you can shade. But this is the place where probability is 0. We call it as node. Remember, we call it as node. Then, if it is 2p very simple. So, p is there. So, 2px I will write 2px. So, it is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So, there you can see along the x-axis, the dumbbell shape is there, hence it is px. I will change here itself. Py, if it is py, remember. So, if it is py, x, y, z along y, like that z axis. So pz, so z axis, right? So x, y, z, pz is like this. So my handwriting is not that much clear, so you have to adjust for that. Fine. Now 2px, 2py, 2pz I have written. Now very important, I will write about node, I will tell you later. D orbital. See 3D xy orbital I will write. 3D xy orbital means, remember, double dumbbell, correct? So x axis, y axis, z axis. Xy means, remember, between x and y. Between x and y, another is opposite to that. Between x and y. Remember, x and y axis will have 90 degree, and this orbital is present at 45 degree. Remember, 45 degree from both axes. Once it was asked in NEET, so point out this. Now 3D xy, like that. YZ, 3D YZ, between y and z axis. I will not draw that once again. So xz, between x and z orbital. I hope you understood all the three shapes. Fine. XY means between x and y. One dumbbell, opposite that one. So YZ, between YZ. XZ, between XZ. Very simple. Then very important, 3D x square minus y square. X square minus y square, how it will be there? See here. X square minus y square will be there like this, remember. So in this particular case, yes, x square minus y square. If this is x, this is y, this is z. Along x axis 1, along y axis 1. This is x, y, z. Along x axis 1, along y axis 1. Which means what you have to understand? These three between axis. Whatever axis is given, between axis the shape is there. X square, y square, along the x axis and y axis. And 3D z square. Very special shape. Very special shape. I think you ate donut. Donut, or in Kannada, vada. Right? So x, y, z. So this is z. Then remember, electron density is present like this in the donut shape. Remember, all these orbitals are having two lobes. So this is the only orbital having one lobe. This is the only orbital having one lobe. Remember, my dear students. Now in this particular case, I am going to discuss about nodes. I hope you understood this. These three orbitals, remember, between the axis, this orbital and this orbital. Along the axis is, remember, x square, y square means x and y, z square means along the z axis, and another is like a donut shape. Now you will see nodes, very important. So nodes. So in case of the nodes, remember, there are two types. Nodes are nothing but, as I told, so this is the three-dimensional region where probability of finding the electron is 0, right? So two types. One is radial node. Radial, or you can say, in this particular case, spherical also you can call it as. Which one? Radial node or spherical node. Second one, which one? That is angular node, angular or planar node. Remember, planar node, right? Formula, n minus L minus 1. Angular or planar node is equal to L. Very important, n minus L minus 1. N value, L value can easily tell. So angular node L is equal to L. See, if the question is given in the CET or NEET exams, remember, if 2p orbital is there, how many radial nodes are present? See, 2p orbital, n is 2, right? 2. P means L means 0. So minus 0, minus 1 is equal to 1. That is spherical node. Angular node, how many? This will not depending on whether it is n value. Remember, n value 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100. So it will never difference. So never be different. So P, L is equal to 1. So 1 is angular planar node, and remember, in this particular case, or here, so 1 here and here it is 0. Remember, because P orbital L is equal to 0. L is equal to 1. 2 minus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Right? So like that. So 4D orbital they can ask. 4D orbital when they ask, remember, in this particular case, n minus L minus 1. 4 minus L is 2 for D, and minus 1 is equal to 1 spherical node, and L is equal to 2 for D orbital. Hence, angular node is L is equal to 2. Like this, remember, you can calculate nodes in any orbital. This is about nodes. I hope you understood. So next we'll move to quickly. Very important. rules for filling atomic orbital. Rules for filling atomic orbital. Later I will tell you what type of question can be asked on this. So first one, remember, I will tell N plus L rule. Very simple, N plus L rule. So directly I will write, higher the N plus L, higher energy. Higher the N plus L, higher energy. When N plus L is equal to same value for the two orbital, then remember, then higher N value, high energy. Very simple. Higher N value, high energy. Right? Higher the N plus L value, higher is the energy. I will take one example. So 4s and 3d. 4s and 3d we consider. In case of the 4s and 3d, if you write N plus L value for this, what will happen? 4 plus 0. So N plus L is equal to 4 plus 0, 4. So here 3 plus 2, 5. Which is higher energy? So it is having high energy. Now you consider 3p and 4s. Now consider 3p and 4s. Yes, 3p orbital, 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 0, 4. Which is having higher energy. Both are having same N plus L value. Remember, higher the N value, it is having higher energy. Like this. Very important point. Remember this. Then, second one. In this particular case, remember. So, N is equal to second one, Aufbau principle. Aufbau principle. What it will indicate? Aufbau principle will indicates that, remember, how to fill the electron in the increasing order of their energy. Increasing order of energy, how it is? See, quickly I will draw. I will start from 1s here, 2s here, 2p here. This is the first shell, second shell. So 3s here, 3p here, 3d here, 4s here, 4p here, 4d here, 4f here. Like that, you can write so many orbitals here. So to understand this concept, I will draw only this meaning. So see, 1s you have to fill first, then you have to fill 2s, then you have to fill 2p, then you have to fill 3s, then you have to fill 3p, 4s. After 4s, remember 3d, 4p, 5s, like that. So it will continue like this. And remember one thing, all these orbitals energy, how you have calculated? You have calculated from N plus L rule. We have calculated from N plus L rule. Remember that. So this is about Aufbau principle. So according to Aufbau principle, we have filled the electrons in the increasing order of their energy. After filling this increasing order of their energy, remember Pauli's principle. According to Pauli's principle, so how many electrons can be filled? Very simple, remember. So no two electron, very famous statement. No two electrons in an atom can have all the four quantum numbers same, or same set of all the four quantum numbers also you can remember here. So no two electrons in an atom can have all the four quantum numbers same. So hence remember, it is also written as, remember, only two electrons can be filled. How many electrons can be filled? Remember, only two electrons can be filled. Then fourth one is Hund's rule. So some lectures will tell Hund's rule also, fine. It is so Hund's rule. So in this particular case, very simple, electron pairing take place only after all same energy orbitals are singly occupied. What is that? Singly occupied. Then what is the meaning of this? See here. If it is carbon, so 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 will write. But when you fill 2p, remember one thing, Hund's rule applicable for only for s p and d orbital. Sorry, p, d and f orbital. P, d and f orbital. PDF, remember, PDF. S orbital you cannot apply. Now 2p orbital is there, correct? So 3 orbitals are there. So remember, 2p2 means I have to fill 1 electron here, 1 electron here. You cannot pair the electron here until all these orbitals are singly occupied. Now nitrogen you can see 2p3. 2p3 means I have to fill the electron like this. 1, 2, 3. Half filled are more stable because of this reason. Then oxygen 2p4. 2p4 how you will fill? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this we will fill 2p4. Like that 2p5, 2p6 like that. So one thing I will tell you in this particular case. Whenever you fill the electron, it is not like 2 plus half, 1 minus half. It is wrong. All the 3 minus half is allowed, all the 3 plus half is allowed. Remember, for example, the nitrogen you can write it like this also. Allowed. This is allowed. But like this it is not allowed. Remember, once it in NEET question it was asked. So like this it is not allowed. 1 here like this, 1 here like this, 1 here like this is not allowed. Either all the electrons should be plus half, all the electrons should be minus half. Remember that. This is about Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Pauli's principle and Hund's rule. Now in case of the azimuthal quantum number, one point I have forgot. So that you have to write very important. So orbital angular momentum formula, remember, given it as capital L. So root of L into L plus 1 h by 2 pi. Very, very important. Root of L into L plus 1 h by 2 pi. For example, if it is s orbital, L is equal to 0, correct? So L is equal to capital L root of, so 0 into 0 plus 1 is equal to 0 only, you will get h by 2 pi. If it is for p orbital, remember, if it is for p orbital, so this is L is equal to 1. So that L is equal to capital L 1 into 1 plus 1. So you can write as 1 plus 1 2. So root 2 h by 2 pi. Root 2 h by 2 pi. So 1 plus 1 2 into 1 root 2 h by 2 pi. Remember in exam this option can be given like this also. H by 2 means root 2 into root 2. Root 2 get cancelled. So root 2 pi. This is also correct. Remember 2 means root 2 into root 2. Root 2 get cancelled. H by root 2 pi. This is also correct. Like this also can be given. Then d orbital. L is equal to 2. So that L is equal to 2 into 2 plus 1. H by 2 pi. Outside the root. So 2 plus 1, 3, 2 is 6. Root 6 h by 2 pi. Root 6 h by 2 pi is the answer. So in some books it is given like this also. H by 2 pi can be given it as h bar. H bar like this also. Fine. So h by 2 pi instead of that h bar also they can give. Root 6 h bar like that. Root 2 h bar like that also it may be given depending on the option. So this is about orbital angular momentum. Now you will see what type of question can be asked on this. That is very, very important. What type of question can be asked? So question can be asked like, remember first type, which is not possible. Which is not possible. Such type of question can be asked. For example, they will give 4 sets. Option A, n is equal to, I will write here, n, l, m, 0. ms. So they will give 4 options which is not possible. Fine. Quickly. So n is equal to 2, l is equal to 1, m is equal to 0, s is equal to plus half. Then B option. N is equal to 3, l is equal to 2, m is equal to 2, s is equal to minus half. Then C option. N is equal to 4, l is equal to 4, m is equal to 0, s is equal to minus half. Then D. It will be given n is equal to 5, l is equal to 3, m is equal to minus 2, s is equal to plus half. Like this. 4 options given. Which one is not possible? Yes, fine. Tell me first. See here. L2, L1 possible because L value 0 to n minus 1. L1 if it is m is equal to 0 possible. So this is possible. This one. N is equal to 3, L is equal to 1 possible. See, any value less than n value is possible. M is equal to 2. L2, M2 it is possible because when L is equal to 2, m value minus 2 plus 2 minus 1 plus 1 0. So it is possible. No, here n and l value are same. Definitely this is not possible. So answer for this question is this. Such question they can ask. First type of question, remember that. Then second type of question. So second type of question will be asked like this. So correct the set for last electron of sodium. Correct set for last electron of sodium. So option they will give like this. NLMS value it is. NLMS I will write continuously. So n is equal to 2, 0, 1 plus half. B option 3, 0, 0 minus half. C 2, 0, 0 plus half. Then D, option D they may give it as n is equal to 4, 2, 3 plus half. Like that. See, for such question what you have to do? First you have to know the configuration. Configuration is what? Last electron configuration. 3s1. 3s1, correct? 3s1 means n is equal to 3. S means L is equal to 0. L is equal to 0 means M is equal to is always 0. S is equal to, it may be plus half or minus half, whatever it may give. Plus or minus half. So which is the correct answer? So B is the correct answer. Right? Such questions very, very important. So then another type of question. Another type of question. I will change here only. I will make the change here only. I will make the change here only. See, the question is, so which orbital has higher energy? Which orbital has higher energy? They have given. Then, here this also I will write as n is equal to 4. Here, option C, if 4, so it is 2, 0, minus half. Right. So out of these 4 options, which one is having higher energy? They have asked. What is the question? Which one is having higher energy? So to know higher energy, what you have to do? You have to write the orbital here. Orbital, if you see, according to Bohr principle or n plus L value, you can easily tell. So fine. Write that fast. 2 and L is equal to 1 means P, 2P. 3, L is equal to 2 means D. N is equal to 4, L is equal to 2 means 4, D. Here 3, 4 and L is equal to 3 means F. Which is having higher energy? You can easily tell. 4F is having higher energy. Correct? 4F is having higher energy because according to Bohr principle, if you go on writing the diagram, you are going to see 4F at the end. So 4F is having higher energy. Such question they can ask. Then another type of question they can ask. How many electrons possible in following quantum number? So they have asked how many electrons are possible in following quantum number. So if the question is asked like this, so they will give the configuration. The quantum number n is equal to 3. N is equal to, see, it is not the option. I will write the answer in front of that. This is the questions. Subject to type of question you can think. N is equal to 2, L is equal to 3. N is equal to 3, L is equal to 2. See, 1 you will write. N is equal to 3, L is equal to 2, M is equal to 0. So N is equal to 3, S is equal to minus half. Yes, how many electrons are possible in these? That we are going to write. See, in this particular case, N is equal to 3. How many electrons are possible? Use 2n square formula. 2n square formula means, remember, 18 electrons are possible. So 3 square is 9 into 2, 18. Now, so here, M is not mentioned. L and N is mentioned, correct? So 2, 1 means, remember, 2, 1 means 2p. How many electrons maximum in 2p? 6, correct? So 6 electrons are possible. Maximum they are asking. So here, M value mentioned. One thing you remember, whenever M value is mentioned, in M value you can fill 2 electrons. In M value you can fill 2 electrons. So when M value is mentioned, only 2. If N3, S half is mentioned, minus half. See, M value, L value, all the possible value you have to consider here. N3 means how many electrons total? 18 electrons. 18 electrons. Now, S is equal to minus half. When N is equal to 3, 18 electrons are possible. So, S is equal to minus half means, remember, S is equal to minus half. Out of 18, only half of that, that is 9 electrons can have, S is equal to minus half. So, like this, remember, you have to write the how many electrons possible if such questions are asked. So, and the last type of question I will tell you. So, we will finish this concept. So last type of question is, it was asked once in NEET exam also. Remember that? That is how many subshells, shells, orbitals possible in copper plus 1. Copper plus 1. How many shells, orbitals possible in copper plus 1? First we have to write copper. I will not give the options now. Direct I will explain how to calculate. Copper plus 1 configuration you have to write. What is copper configuration? You have to write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Remember 4s1, 3d10. This is the configuration of copper. Exceptional configuration I have written 4s1. Now it is plus 1 charge. Plus 1 means you have to remove electron. From where? You have to remove electron from here. It becomes 0. Hence this orbital is totally removed. Now, how many shells? Tell me. How many subshells? Tell me. How many orbitals? Tell me. Now you can see. Shells. Shell number is very simple. You see the number 1, 2, 3. Maximum how many? Is equal to 3. Very simple. Now, subshell. Subshell, say whatever the configuration you have written, it is subshell configuration only. Remember, it is not orbital configuration, it is subshell configuration. Orbital configuration, if you want to write, how it will be? 1s2, 2s2, no problem, but 2p6 you have to write it as 2px2, 2py2, 2pz2. 3d you have to write it as 3dxy2, 3dyz square, 3dzx square, 3dx square minus y square square, 3dz square square, like that. So remember, here whatever you have written, subshell configuration. Hence, shell is equal to 3. Subshell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very easy to calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Orbital you can see now. Now orbital you have to see. Here it is 1. Here it is 1. But 2p means how many? 2px1, 2py1, 2pz. Right? Hence remember 3. 3s means 1. 3p means once again 3px, 3py, 3pz. 3. 3. 3d means 5 orbitals total. 5. Now calculate. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1, 9, 12, 13, 14. So total 14 orbitals are there. Very simple. Total 14 orbitals are there in this case. So this is another important question. How many shells, subshells, orbital if they ask in this case. So for this only I will add one more point. I will add one more point. If the question is asked like, remember, how many orbitals are having? I will write it here. How many orbitals are having? How many orbitals with? How many orbitals with? See, this topic is very interesting, remember, and very, very important. So, how many orbitals with? N plus L is equal to 2. Maybe N plus L is equal to 3. Like that. How many orbitals with? N plus L is equal to 2. N plus L is equal to 3. Now you can see. N plus L is equal to 2 means here 1 plus 0. S is 0. It is not the answer. 2 plus 0. 2 plus 0 equal to 2. Right? So 2s1. 2s is possible. N plus L is equal to 2 barabeku. So 2s is possible. 2p means remember 2 plus 1. 3 it is. So here it comes 2p. 3 plus 0. 3 plus 0. So 3. So 3s here. 3 plus 1 3p. So 4. 3d means 3 plus 2 5. So which means the answer for this question is only one orbital. Only 2s. Here the answer for this question is only 2. 3s and 2p is possible with n plus L value is equal to 3. See, n plus L value is equal to how many orbitals are possible? That is 3. So this is only if I add one more point. How many electrons are present in n plus L is equal to 2 orbital? How many electrons? Only 2. How many electrons here? Here 6. 6 plus 2. 3s is 2. 6 plus 2 8. See, 6 plus 2 8. 2p and 3s. 6 plus 2 8. How many electrons are possible? This type of question is also can be asked. So this is about the quantum number, the whole concept I have explained. So if you are visiting to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. At the end of this channel, my RH logo is there. Just to click on that, it will ask you whether you want to subscribe or not. So subscribe, because that is the only fee what you can give it to me. Yes. Any doubts, you can comment or you can message me. Thank you. Have a nice day.